Dream characters, as I'll be referring to them throughout this video, are something you're definitely going to encounter in a lot of your dreams. So today, let's find out exactly what they are and how they function. Before we get into the video, I want to let you guys know that I'm doing a Black Friday sale on all of my products, and once again I'm going to experiment with this concept of letting you guys choose the exact discount that you want. So you can use the following codes at checkout. You can use Black Friday 10 to get 10% off any of my products, Black Friday 25 to get 25% off any of my products, or Black Friday 50 to get 50% off any of my products. The codes will only last for the next few days, so make sure that you order quick if you do actually want to use one of those. But the codes themselves will be unlimited for those few days, so it's up to you which discount that you choose. So now that's out of the way, I want to do a little bit of an experiment with you guys. What I want you to do is the next time that you have a lucid dream, I want you to tell a dream character that they're dreaming. Note down how they respond to that. You know, do they say something back? Do they look at you a certain way? Do they do a certain something? Note down whatever they do, write it down when you wake up, and then come back and comment it on this video. And if you've already done this, if you've already had one or more lucid dreams where you told a dream character that they were dreaming, then you can comment down below what the results were. I just thought this would be a fun experiment to see how people's dream characters react differently from each other, and perhaps even how they act similarly to each other. So do take part in the experiment if you want to give it a shot. And now let's talk a little bit about what dream characters are. So dream characters come from your subconscious. Just like your brain is creating this amazing world around you in your lucid dreams, it is also creating and controlling all of these different characters that you end up encountering. It's kind of astonishing when you think about it, just how well our brain is able to create and operate these different characters that sometimes appear, you know, very robotic and dreamlike, and it's very obvious that they're just being created on the spot, but often appear very, very lifelike and often very true to people that they represent at times. Which leads me to my next key point here, which is that dream characters that are based on real world people or fictional characters may actually share traits with the real deal. Think of someone that you find annoying and insufferable, and chances are if you were to encounter that character in a dream, they would represent that very well. They would be annoying there, or they would be some kind of antagonist in the dream, or they would do something to frustrate you. And the reason for this is very, very simple. Like I said, these characters are being created by your subconscious, and your subconscious holds certain beliefs about people. So if you believe that this person is annoying and insufferable, whether for no good reason or for good reason because you've experienced them to be that way countless times, then when you encounter them in a dream, you're expecting them to be that way, and because you expect them to be that way, then they do behave that way. But while this means that characters can often behave like the real deal, it is important to see the limitations of this. Let's say, for example, you were in a dream and you met me in a dream. You would have a certain interpretation of me based on the videos I put out here and the content that I put out that you've consumed. You know, maybe you get an idea of what I'm like from reading my book that I've written. Maybe you know some of the things that I believe in and that I think based on my videos. But there's a lot about my personality and the way that I act in person that you don't see through a camera. And so when you encounter me in a dream, you're not likely to see how I would behave in real life. You're likely to see me behaving how I would behave in front of the camera as you know me. And the less that you actually know a person, the less that they will behave like the real them when you actually encounter them in a dream. So let's say that there's some celebrity that you're vaguely aware of from TV, and you've seen them in a couple of shows, and that's about it. Like, you don't know at all what they're like or what they like or anything like that. Well, then your brain has nothing to go of. Your subconscious is just going to have to create something out of thin air, and chances are that's not going to be a very realistic interpretation of that person. And this can also go for people that you do know really well if you just have some particular notion about them in your head that affects how they are in your dream. The kind of cliche example of this is when your partner gets angry at you because you cheated on them in a dream. I always found this example funny because if your partner has a dream about you cheating on them, it's probably not because you're cheating on them, it's probably because subconsciously they don't trust you, in which case they're probably not the one that should be getting angry at you, but if anything, you should be the one that's a bit miffed at them for feeling that way. Which leads me to the final important point here, and that is that dream characters' reactions and actions and words all reflect your inner thoughts and feelings. So this is both your subconscious preconceived notions about particular people or about, how someone will behave. It's also based on those in the moment thoughts and feelings. So if you're in a lucid dream and for whatever reason you're feeling really anxious and you're feeling really scared and all of this, then those characters are likely to behave in a kind of creepy, scary way that only amplifies that feeling, because they're being sort of fueled by that negative emotion that you're experiencing, and so that affects the way that they behave. With that in mind, if you actually took part in the experiment that I told you about at the start of the video, or if you do take part in it, what I want you to also note down, as well as what the actual characters did when you told them that they were dreaming, is to note down what you were thinking and how you were feeling, especially at the time. Put that in your comment as well, because what I think we'll find if we actually do get people commenting back and reporting their findings is that the people who were perhaps feeling a little bit apprehensive or whatever will get reactions that reflect that, and the people that are feeling, happy and excited and kind of expected a positive reaction will likely get a positive reaction. And you can keep this principle in mind when doing any sort of dream control that involves other dream characters around, or when you're simply in a lucid dream and you find that a dream character is there and is like influencing what's going on. If you're having a negative experience with a dream character, try thinking and feeling more positively and feeling that, this person feels positive towards you, and they will sort of mirror that and they will act positive towards you as well. Similarly, let's say that you want to ask a dream character to borrow their car. If it's a complete stranger out on the street and you're thinking, well, this stranger isn't going to lend me their car, then chances are that's exactly what will happen. They'll say, no, I'm not lending you my car, what are you, crazy? If you instead think of it like, well, of course he'd lend me his car because he's a dream character, he's part of my subconscious and he wants to help me, then chances are he'll hand over the keys right away and let you in. So keep these things in mind when you're lucid dreaming. I hope you found this video helpful. Make sure you get those Black Friday discounts while they're still available. If you want more videos like this, make sure you also subscribe and enable all notifications so you can stay up to date. And if you want to keep watching, check out one of those videos on screen, go watch that, and I'll see you there soon. Take care.